Coming up tonight on the programme, we're in Jerusalem. In fact, we're there a couple of times tonight. But first, we're in our second largest city where two things of real significance have happened today, both of them earthquake related. Thing one, a class action proceeding brought by a group of Southern Response customers has been settled, finally settled. If that doesn't mean anything to you, we'll explain it at length with a background story later in the programme. But in short, when it became apparent AMI did not have enough money to meet the earthquake claims it was getting, the previous government cut and pasted AMI's earthquake exposure into a new Crown entity called Southern Response. We'll talk soon about what happened next and about this afternoon's breakthrough settlement. But first, EQC. Anyone who listens to Checkpoint on a regular basis, thank you by the way, will know that we've been drilling into its unresolved claims, and we've repeatedly sought to clarify the extent of outstanding claims against the Earthquake Commission. Well, today EQC announced there were 949 more of them. That's more claims than anyone, including the Minister, has previously been told. That means there are now 3,617 unresolved claims before EQC, a 35% increase on the previous figure. A short time ago, I asked Sid Miller, the CEO, what's gone on?
These are not lost claims, John. They've just been underreported. So we have been working on these claims. What's come about in terms of the way we we capture the reporting of our claims. We've had claims that are in individual work queues that people are working on, but they've not been mapped to our overall sort of total reporting figures. And when we've migrated our data from our old system, version 4, to our new system, that's how we found this problem. Okay, but there's still 949 claims that the Minister doesn't know about, your shareholder, the government doesn't know about, the people of New Zealand don't know about. Once again, there is a sense that EQC, whether by accident or design, has been downplaying the extent of the problem. We've only just found this issue as when we've done the migration. I think the key bit here is that these claims, are being worked on. By putting in place this new system, this gives us the ability to operate our case management. I think our old system, the V4, it is very old. It's no longer going to be supported.
Sorry, forgive me, Mr. Miller. Here. 949 claims have been underreported. How did that happen? It's the V4, is it?
Yeah, well, as I've said, it's the way the mapping works for the reporting, and so individuals will be working on these claims and have them in individual work queues. But if those work queues are not mapped to the overall reporting, then you get this problem. So yes, it is very disappointing, and this is what we're doing in terms of addressing it with V8. I've also brought in KPMG to do a full independent audit across the whole data migration process to ensure there's full reconciliation of the process here.
Right. What did the Minister say?
The Minister, when we spoke to her about this, she's obviously, disappointed we're in this position, explained the situation in terms of migrating from one system to a newer system, and she's obviously very supportive of the case management approach, and V8 does enable us to do that. But she is rightly disappointed that we're in this position. But equally as well, that she did take some comfort from the fact that we are working on these claims.
Of the 949 claimants that had not been reported, how many of those clients are yet to be seen?
When we did the first piece of analysis, we found 5 that had not been worked on, but we've since gone through those and spoken to the customers. And one thing I would like to add, John, is that we're also going to do is that we're going to speak to every customer who's got a claim with us, the 3,617, to give them a reassurance that we are working, we've got their claim. So that is something else we'll be doing as part of addressing this issue.
And what's the oldest claim of the 949, and particularly of the 5?
Some of these predate 2016. I think we've got about 70 that predate 2016.
And so they are still unresolved, 3 years on?
Some of these, about 70, are in that bracket. and they're all re-repairs. But yes, there's about 70 in that bracket.
Is that good enough?
No, it's not, and I've got work on to look at how do we actually accelerate these as well, in terms of we're continuing to work on our existing claims, but what we've seen as well is we've seen an uplift in claims over the last couple of months, and so we need to accelerate our settlement rate. So I've got work going on in that area to absolutely see how we can resolve claims quicker, and particularly addressing these that have been in the system, as you say, for up to 2-3 years.
Longer? Any longer than that?
There could be some longer than that. I don't know.